Hello, today's September 6, 2014, and I'm Tennant. At Thursday's close, there was a mejt target for Friday of 2006.32. I frankly thought it was likely to fail, but with 10 minutes left to trade, it printed. Let's take a look at what happened on Friday. In the morning, there was an ultimate sell signal with a color-coded target here, and a regular sell signal with a color-coded target here. As always in the mejt system, there is support under satisfied targets. The system said this drop was a false move and that prices would retrace, at least to this line, which they did. There was a rally. The system said ultimately lower prices would print, which they did. It said that move was false and that move was false and that prices would retrace here, which they did. Late in the day, it showed that the 2006.32 target was satisfied. For Monday, there's a target of 1996.61, but the target's optional, meaning it almost always prints but doesn't have to. It's optional because we came so close right after this time. We almost hit it. Well, let's look at some other stuff. There are some conflicting indicators. A strong rally all day Friday almost always carries through into Monday, and that's pointing towards higher prices. Conflicting with that is the fact that we have a wall into the close. We have a close at the exact high of the day. Each of these is indicative either of short covering at the close or of excessive public optimism. And we have one other sign which isn't on the chart. Towards the end of the day, I looked up some spreads and bid-asked size on some commonly traded put option contracts. There was one contract I saw. It had an open interest of about 35,000 contracts. There were about 2,500 offers to sell, and with a difference of 1 cent between the bid and the ask, there were only 11 bids to buy. That's pretty strong. That is a pretty strong indication that the public just believes the market is going higher and is pretty lopsided in that opinion. If all this negative stuff works, it should be obvious at the open by gapping down. If it fails, I think since this is a rally to resistance but not through it, if it fails, it would be most convincing if we were to have a gap up. So for Monday, we have an optional target of 1996.61. I think it'll print, but if it fails, it should be obvious at the open. And if it's gonna work, you really would like to see a sharp gap lower. And if that doesn't happen, I'd be suspicious of the call, and that's today's call.